dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams of my
It's still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes, a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Brady. Over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Oh, he bowls over him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll make it a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Harris pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to get...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He completes it to Evans. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Pushes him over.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Joe Tryon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70%, you have a job as long as either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. A second broken tackle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try the left side. Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down and 3.
To throw is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync,
Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, completion here to Claypool. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. Pushes him aside at the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got this down to the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Brady now on 1st down. Got a man complete to Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Touchdown! It's complete.
Chris Godwin.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rodgers again now. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Buccaneers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That throw by Brady incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Now Brady got to have this one. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers throwing here. Rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.